This is Horde 2. We have a whole bunch of infusions. At least watch everything die. Goodbye. GG. Yeah, we just had to play around the Svalbard there. Today we're going to play some Forgotten Treasures. Had a few requests to do some hidden cache, and I think this is my favorite hidden cache deck. So we'll go into this one. We are going to be playing Tiger's Eye for the extra coins. Works really well here. And as far as the goal of the deck, we want to do a round 3 with Forgotten Treasures. And just get a whole bunch of coin value, a whole bunch of Gudrun machine gunning. You know, the stuff that usually doesn't work out, but it's really satisfying when you do. Even if it doesn't work, you can still win the game, because you get a lot of value from this. So hopefully that is our goal there. And ideally we get the round 1 Passiflora or round 2 if we need to, but we want to use Passiflora to secure us round control. We use Forgotten Treasures in round 3. Unlike a lot of long round strategies, you can't really do this as well in round 2, because your Flinders crew doesn't have his last token, and the crew is really impactful here. You can do it round 2, it's just not as good in the crew. We're going to play Novigrad. Novigrad works phenomenally with Forgotten Treasures because it gives you the extra coin each turn. And that means you can get the Gudrun pings and such easier. You do have to order your artifacts correctly for this deck. You always want Forgotten Treasures in the back right as much as possible, and Novigrad always in the melee row, so you can try and get things triggered before Forgotten Treasures, so you get the most coins refilling. We have Heatwave for removal, the Bank for a bit of consistency, the Bincy as a Tide Cloak. Bincy works really well with Forgotten Treasures because you drop her down, and then at the end of the turn, you get a bunch of coins refilling from triggering the chapter, or usually you drop her down at the end of the turn and it goes off, it gives you coins, or use player to trigger chapter as your Tide Cloak, and then she gets a bunch of points, which works really well. Candles for carryover and coin spending. One thing with this deck is you can have issues with coin spending, so the candle is really important to go from 2 to 3, but sometimes you might have to play it, and that's kind of what it is. But if they kill like Gudrun, you run out of coin spending fairly quickly, or you're going really tall on Sea Jackals. Then we have the Moriels for a second tall punish. I tried playing this deck without this, and I felt like we really need the second tall punish, so I put in the Moriels. He's also not that hard to activate, because you can get 3 coins off a hidden cache. So you can usually get 3 coins pretty easily otherwise and have him ready to tribute. Flying Dany for some consistency. Flinders Crew for round 3. We're playing Avlok Sage because we are playing a lot of artifacts. We've got Forgotten Treasures, Passiflora, Novigrad, and Candle. And those are really things we want to find, so we're going to play the Avlok Sage to find them. 2 Treasure Huntresses. Infusing with the coin's really nice to combo with stuff. You do need to plan this out to get enough value out of her, but the profit 3 on her is actually pretty nice just so you have his coin spender out too. The 2 Fistics with the 2 Fistic Traffickers. We are playing the Knight of Passiflora, so it's nice that the Traffickers are blind eyes. And then that's our 4 poisons there. You could run a couple more, I think, but I think this is fine. There's 2 Seductress, 2 Peaches. Those are the engines when we're playing with our Passiflora. And we've got the Sewer Raiders for thinning and the Sea Jackals for coin spending. And yeah, that's the deck, guys. It should be pretty fun. I've always had a lot of good times playing Forgotten Treasures, but we'll see how it actually performs today. I don't know how competitive it is, but usually it seems to do pretty well. Nikaboo playing some Handbuff here.
You's picked a fight with the wrong kind of Skelliger.
Seen a decent amount of Dana Handbuff. Not sure who repopularized that, but someone must have made a video on it. Or stream or something. Obviously we don't want that. We want to find our Passiflora here. Going first it's less important against Handbuff because they're not as likely to tempo push you round 1. So we might get away with saving it. But I'd rather just be safe and play it if we can draw it. These 2 are bonded, so that's pretty nice. We only have the 1 poison. We could try and save this to draw 2nd poison, but here I think we put it back because everything else works better for a long round than this. And there's the Flying Redanian. Can't complain too much about that. I was basically expecting it. Always shows up when you don't want him to. Let's just go Tiger's Eye. Let's do our Sewer Raiders here. Or do we want to go in with Seductress? Let's go Seductress. We need something for long round here. We just play towards the long round engines first. We just have to be careful we don't play too many blind eyes. But with 2 of these in hand and him playing Handbuff, he shouldn't be able to kill them. Not immediately, at least. Don't really want to bank for Passiflora because it's not that consistent. We also have Sage we could get, but it's not like great to try and use Bank to tutor here for that. There's the Dana. I think we have to bank now, though. We need to remove Dana. It's too much hand buff. We can see Heat Wave and potentially more eels, so I think we just go for it. Well, this is so many coins we're losing, but it's so much carryover we have to deny here. Let's get those coins back. Yeah. Cost us 9 coins to do that. I think it, like, we kind of have to, I think.
Would you like an arrow to the head instead?
He could actually kill one of these now. He's got the 3 damage on Dunka. It looks like he's going to win this round, which is a bit annoying. So we're going to lose on even to Handbuff. Not ideal, that's for sure. Have we done a Flinders crew counter yet? We have not, so we need a couple more coins still. We don't have the Flinders crew coins, which is honestly really bad. We just have to give this to him uneven, though. Or not uneven. We have to give it to him not uneven. We're never getting the coins here without playing Novigrad, and considering he's going to win this, well, we could play Candle, but then we go down uneven. So we just kind of have to let him have this round. We lost too many coins getting the Heat Wave, unfortunately. It's going to mess us up, but it's so much carryover on the Dana. And I'm pretty confident in a long round against him. Got one blind eye here. Missing a second one. We can't really use the passive flora effectively. Oh, you can spawn the 2 engines still, which is something. It's a pretty losing position, though. Especially without having gift triggered this crew or thinning Flying Redanian because we drew into it.
This moment, I've seen it already.
Play Novigrad up here. Finally pull out Flying Redanian. He goes for a pass. Candle wastes coins, but it's carryover. Just good just to have it. The coins don't really matter if we waste them there. So we actually have double scenario this round, assuming we can draw into them. And he's taking a long round 3 against us, which usually isn't great for Handbuff. I think we'll get value out of these 2 poisons. The question is, do we need... He's not going to Heat Wave our Candle, so we can get rid of the Sea Jackal. This can find an artifact. We have all of our artifacts already. It's still 1 point better than having the artifact in our hand, though. Actually, we don't have it. We don't have treasures. 2 blind eyes. Yeah, this hand looks like what we're looking for. Basically what we're looking for here. Let's go for the classic, see if we can trigger this right here.
My champion, rest now.
Hoping to find a blind eye there, just in case he has a removal.
Show me the coin or sod off.
We just drop 2 of these in, and then that will pull out the Flying Redanian. We'll grab our other scenario.
ignorance. Remember to whom you speak.
The giant Aglace finisher is a concern. But he has Aglace and Torque, right? So we can punish one with more eels. We just need enough engine value that won't win in the game, which is possible, but it will be very scary finisher he has.
Who watches the watchers? It's time.
Your groin and your blood! Onward!
You should have to Sheldon this to remove it, which means if buffing it just gives him more value, I think. Because the Sheldon should be really big at this point. Yeah, so we buff that, still kill it. Which means we really need to rely on the Bincy for some value here. That should work.
I really ought to help clear some of this clutter.
That's Horde 6, we'll get that because this will give us a coin. We do have the 2 poisons. Trigger the damage off of Forgotten Treasures on something. The problem is, we really are going to be reliant on Bincy here.
How can I help?
We're way too close in points that his finisher will get us here. So we're going to get coins off of this. We're going to probably go for a poison here. Or we go for this, which would trigger this. Either way, we want to spend these. I think we need this going, just because it is technically an engine.
What's that? You found a river gold?
Then we want to infuse here. This Horde 6, so this will go off. Then we'll have to get Flinder's crew going. Really will come down to Bincy.
Got business for me?
A little concerned about row space with Flinder's crew is the problem. It does only give us 2 extras. We'll drop her. Have to rely on the Bincy engine here. We are hoping a bit that he has something a bit better to poison than what's currently on the board. These decks do play Gezeros. So it looks like he's going to drop the Gezeros next turn. If we infuse here, we get... basically, our coins get returned there. We do need to get value off of these infusions, because we're going to run out of candle orders pretty soon. That should be enough.
Good old smell of seagull shit.
We get 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we get... if we spend down to 0, we still get all of our coins back at this point. Question is, we kill the Gezeros, we poison it.
No point in showing this.
I think we kill it.
Caleb Mengel will crush you and all your kind.
Oh, we're supposed to click the order first. That was a mistake. We lost out on like 2 coins there. Just 2 points on Bincy. And we lose 3 more because we didn't get the 3 coins back there.
You'll regret your mum ever squirted you out.
Alright. Turns out he does not have a big enough finisher. Vinci really doing the carrying there, to be honest. We had a little bit of misplay there at the end, but I guess we were just too far ahead. Of use? Overuse? Is this gonna be Reavers? Reavers or Ship Ballista. Either are really bad matchups here, because we are short on control. And in this hand in particular, we don't have any. So that's gonna be rough. Naturally. What are we looking at here? Like, we have none of our round 1 carry cards here. So whatever he wants to do, he's just going to get to do. We can't contest this round. We don't have any golds that'll let us do it. This is just not even I guess we could activate this without crew if we feel like we really have to push here. So it's Siege. So it's not going to be Reavers then. Siege Mobilization probably uses it on Kedwani Revenant for value. That is something we can actually deal with, I think. We get to our coins for Flinder's Crew still, though. We might have to Novigrad this round. Although I don't like it because we won't have it triggering with Search. Unless we search round 2. That being said, we have this in hand and not Passiflora, so we might have to search round 2 anyway. Probably search round 2 anyway, I think. Maybe this takes a heat wave over one of our scenarios. It probably does. If he has one. Wouldn't be too surprised. Here's a Kara Ballista. How many Siege Masters are we going to trigger here? We get both of them?
I'm an officer and a gentleman.
Nope, just the one. Obviously these don't thin, so we don't want to play one. Go with the Jackal, I guess. It's not really a great card to play there, but this at least can spend coins, which we might need to do. Obviously, it currently looks like we're passing, but developing an engine there doesn't do anything because he's going to kill it bombardment in his orders. We're likely just dropping one of our random bronzes next anyway. Probably should have done a blind eye then to do poison. But I think we might actually want the poisons for when he does his mobilization. And we could just do Lyrian Arbalists. That's still good. You want to save the poisons for whatever he mobilizations, to be honest. It would have been really nice to not draw the second one of these, because we would have a very good 7th card, or 3rd play here, and we could pass. Which card do we go for here? I think we go for a Peach.
Any diamonds for little old me?
Obviously we have to pass here. So we did get a siege off there. The good news for us is that he didn't really force much from us other than Novigrad. And Novigrad will help us round 2 if he's trying to do some kind of big combo play here. Like maybe get open with Revenants, or like he is secretly playing Reverse or something. Let's see, yeah, it looks like we probably have the crew here unless we want to pull out Passiflora. Pulling out Passiflora wouldn't be too bad, honestly. We have Bank. we have 2 of these, we want to keep both so we can actually poison something. Then we want to keep these engines. So I think we just keep... Just want to thin the raiders. We should be his mobilization turn for a big push, I would guess. Or he's going to try and set something up. Oh, is it Ship's Ballista? Oh, no, it's Reavers. Okay. Now, obviously, we don't really tell because we just got a Reaver off of RNG. So it doesn't give us any information. But what are you going to do? I think we need to get Passiflora. We try and trigger it. We try and trigger it with the Novigrad for a blind eye. Those are. Ooh, this one is actually. And you know what? This tribute one would be really useful here. Because now this is bad. We do our crew. Did not, so we'll click this leader. I'll get us there too. And that tribute one that moved, that actually worked out really well there. Because now his Reaver doesn't do what he wants. He was just a lucky Reaver and he's not actually playing Reavers. It helps a lot there. The bond effect's only melee, so it's just like a brick off of Flotsam there. And then we have to try and save this, so we can always heat wave a ship's ballista, maybe. We have to aim for is be able to remove the ship's ballista. Now if he has double ship ballista, there's nothing we can do. And we'll just probably lose. But we'll see. If he goes double ballista into round 3 on like Witcher Trio, which is what that deck likes to do, then it's just over. So we try and hope that's not what's going on. Okay, how do we do this? We can either go for more engines here. We can try and poison the scout, so maybe we can kill it before casting contests it, or makes the casting contest value go away. I think that's what we aim for here, is to poison the scout. Which means that we actually want to get this shield to get some value
Doing business
off those coins. Okay. Long round 3 then. I think we want to thin with raiders here. I don't know how much of a difference it takes. I haven't looked at the math on that in a while, but we have to use 2 mulligans if we draw the second raider. And if we don't want to play the first one, because most of our other cards will be better. So we only have the 1 poison here. I would like a second one, but we have to keep Jackal, I guess. So blind eyes. We did pass the floor, so these aren't that strong anymore. I'd rather have some other stuff here. That worked out quite nicely. So our opening here, we'll just do this. What are we trying to bank for this game? Probably Muriel's. That's a bit risky though. Not guaranteed. What's it, Candle instead? So we'll play the Jackal here.
If the ring won't come off, just take the whole finger.
And then we can go in with Forgotten Treasures. Although we want him to have a couple of guys out, we can infuse with Gudrun right away. So probably crew for, we'll probably like crew, search, infuse a couple, hopefully the crew live, and then go in with Vinci. Something like that. I imagine this is like Lyrian Arbalist plus mobilization though from him here. That's what I would guess was going on. Vest, okay.
Lads, time to discuss this is later.
Maybe it's Revenants. Revenants would make sense too. I think we go crew though. Like I don't really see an argument not to do this. Get a little bit of boost on him. Yes, it means we can't infuse with Gudrun as much, but I really don't want this to die. Okay, maybe it does die then. We're just gonna go for the max coins. I want the Gudrun infused to be good. So it looks like he's being slow in his mobilization. So looks like we won't have necessarily a good time to do it.
Shit, I knew it. I told you so.
There's the scouts. We're about to find out what his deck plan is. We just infuse those, I think. Use all the coins there. They won't trigger immediately, but getting 3 off with Gudrun's pretty good. The Cintran Royal Guards? That'd be kind of fun. Haven't seen that in a while. We go for this. So with the extra 3 coins, we should reach the Horde. Yeah, so it's Royal Guards. That's interesting.
Sound the alarm. To arms, protect the queen.
A lot of points very quickly.
The queen holds no
But our Gudrun looks like she might live here, which is quite something. This Horde 2. So we can't spend here. We could spend these 2. Right? Because then we get no infusions. Yes, we have to wait. Please let Gudrun live. I want to machine gun these Royal Guards. It'd be so fun. I don't even know if it wins, because Royal Guards stack pretty quick. Yeah, imagine he's got casting contests and stuff to go here. Hopefully nothing that kills our Gudrun. Love to get our machine gun clip here. We need to start infusing with treasure huntresses. But if he can't kill our stuff... Okay, don't be boiling oil. Okay. It's probably second Reaver Scout, right? Okay, we can live with that. We can live with that. We get one more turn out of her at least. That's fine. I think we just take the infusions. So we'll do... infuse here. Now, we have Horde 2 to get coins here. We probably play the second Treasure Huntress. Debating though. So we don't have any coins right now. I think let's just go for bank. I just want coins. I wanted to kill her there too. Then we have Horde 2. Alright, Gudrun, let's see the machine gun fire. It's a lot of damage. Unfortunately, she does go down here. So we have Horde 2. Play her. We have Horde 2. So each time coins come back, this will be value. These infusions will be worth it. And since we have Horde 2 on this, we can just infuse everything, basically. Now, we are very vulnerable on this Sea Jackal, though. So only spending that gives value. Like, true value. I mean, each infuse does give... Yeah, this is the only true value we're getting. Gonna have to hope he doesn't kill it. Just going for a warfare here? Oh, casting contest. We did infuse those Reavers earlier, so they did die, which is nice. This poison doesn't do much. The coins are better than anything else, to be honest. At this point, we're just all in on the Sea Jackal.
Nose, mouth, any hole will do.
I mean, Bincy's getting a lot of value here. Just we lose 37, the Sea Jackal dies.
Magic is a curse, a blessing and progress.
I mean, we're so much ahead, though. GG. I mean, Bincy really doing work again. And the fact that we got so many Gudrun infuses off right away, I'm glad we went for the slow play there, so we can infuse with her a whole bunch quickly. Chemi XZZ. Probably some Koshchey here. We only have Poison, Heat Wave, and more eels, so we really can't afford to spend those on things that aren't Koshchey and Sir Scratch, unfortunately. That might make this rough. We do have Passiflora opening, but we don't have the blind eyes really want here. We'd want... these are okay, but he's going to go probably Manor, and we don't really have the tools to contest Manor. It's a bit unfortunate. He's going Scroll, so yeah, he's going to go Koshchey. That doesn't mean he doesn't have the boost on the Cursed Damsel, though. It's not only coin spending, so I'm very hesitant to put that back. I don't trust in the poisons here. This seems like the best option to go for, although none of the options are really good.
Come closer.
We could just pass and not try and match him here. I think we do try and match.
Looks like some light reading.
The problem is he answers us with a boost on the Damsel, but he might want to go for like Neckers and Larvas instead. Okay. That pretty much gives him round 1. And he's just going to leader us to kill this. Okay, so he's just going for pure round control. Yeah, doesn't work because we get a point here when you play a card. So we got a free leader out of him. That makes things a lot less dangerous. Doesn't mean this is guaranteed to die though. And we do want to get more coins here. He's definitely round 2 pushing us, so I don't think we can afford to save Novigrad for round 2. Then we play it here to try and pull out the Lordanian instead of going for other ways to get coins. There's the Larvas, and we just pass on 7, but he's definitely going to push into us round 2, which means we can't really afford... Like, just having this is going to be really nice for round 2.
Be ashamed to let this keep waste.
But I want to just look like we're giving up. So, yeah, he's got this round. We know that. He did use his leader for it, though, which means these Sir Scratch and Koshcheys are not as dangerous. Very strange leader. He's still gonna want to use that. I guess he's gonna go long round 3 Koshchey. Gives us a lot to work with, though. What was the point of that? I don't know. I guess he's just wanted to click it. Oh no, I do that too sometimes. But yeah, we should be good round 2 then, because he went down an extra card. He's just gonna try and win round 3 with Koshchey and Sir Scratch, but no leader. So as long as we can kill Sir Scratch and a Koshchey, we should be good. And we can develop engines very quickly round 3, because he needs to get to Adrenaline for his, which means we have a little bit of an edge there. I kind of want the poisons for a Koshchey too. I kind of want to save it for 2 poisons. He can't kill Candle, so we don't need Sea Jackal. Yeah, Riders make sense. Want that to carry over? He should pass here. You can play down 2 cards with Sir Scratch, Koshchey, Caranthier, because round 2 push is so strong. You can certainly do it, but you really want to have leader for that, because without it you don't threaten nearly as much pressure. That being said, we do need to respect it a little bit. For now, we'll just keep thinning.
Shite. Map's upside down again.
He's gonna go for it. I think we can get away with this, though, without playing our Forgotten Treasures. This engine's really good here. We'll just boost this in case he has a Riptide. We have the Moriels to kill the Sir Scratch. Oh, and there's not even a Caranthier here. So he's just all-winning with what's in his hand after that round 1. We should be fine.
Nothing turns my guts more than a filthy mage.
He can only trigger this like 4 or 5 times. Just see what we get here. It could be an engine.
Best not play with fire.
Nothing great there.
Burnt.
We have a good number of coins to work with. We probably need to use Bincy. But Koshchey is a bit scary, right? Koshchey's a lot of value. With the extra cards, I think as long as we can save this, we should be good round 3. So we used this Heat Wave already. Like this plus Crew is probably what we aim for. Means I think we use Bincy this round.
Why bother with the door when the window's open?
He's got a 50-50 on Lord Riptide if he's running it. You don't need Bincy though, because then if the Riptide hits, it won't boost his guys. Just keep her at 7. She goes to 8, that's right, never mind. Forgot we had the Novigrad giving her a point there. Just a big old Jotun. We do have poison, like we can poison Jotun. The thing is we only have 1 poison. Could go with this.
Think you can keep up
We will.
with the Novigrad lass?
I wonder what he's planning here. Like, he maybe has drew all his, maybe drew all his goals, but he didn't. Well, that's interesting.
My Fistex Purist 2 is purest in all Novigrad.
We go up a card here, and we still have Treasure and Crew, which is exactly what we want. I mean, he's got a bricked Caranthier in his deck now. He's got no Jotun, but he does have Morntart. But the Morntart's not that big. I guess a decent size, but we have last say. With Candle, we want to bank. We would like to find Heatwave. We don't want to find... We have Candle, we don't need this. You could draw into Avlok, which is an issue, so we always keep this hand as it is and bank the Heatwave if we need to. I want to do Bincy, a lot of Bincy infuses the same turn. We'll just overprofit by 1 here, but we need to do the turn to get the counter and to pull back Redanian. There's 1 overprofit though. Shouldn't be too big a problem. He probably has a Deregere still for a lock. The decks like to run Deregere or a Guara. So the Gudrun probably gets locked the turn we play here, or it dies to Riptide. Let's just see what he goes for. There's nothing good for him to copy though. Yeah, like, what's that? That's nothing.
Control the docks, control the city.
Oh, there's the Erendite. Not too surprising. Go for Crew here. Then we're looking at Horde 2, so we can use this for 4, or we can do a coin infuse. We'll just use the candle. And that's it. GG, we have candle to spend all these coins, so we're fine. We just, like, it's 7 coins a turn off of the scenario. Some carapace here. Could be a lot of different stuff. Scroll makes me think of Renfrey, though. Renfrey ogres. But we'll see. Obviously, that's just a random guess based off of nothing useful. But we don't have that many poisons in our deck. He has a carapace, so he'll probably shut them down. That being said, we have all of our bronze engines here for Passiflora, so we're going to open Passiflora and just try and contest whatever he's doing with those engines. Okay, Self-Eaters make sense too. You do often want to draw the Self-Eater so you can do Operator on it and such.
At last.
Let's grab our Passiflora. Do I want to shield this? I don't think so. If we shield it, we don't get the 7 coins to get the Redanian out and trigger Flinder's crew, which is pretty important, without playing these. And I think we're going to go engines first in case he's going to just pass there. So I want to be able to get the 6 coins off of this and then click the leader.
It's a pity I can never finish.
Should we have that horde going now, though? I like developing the Seductresses first because once he passes, these get better. Whereas the Seductress gets their value while the opponent's still playing stuff, obviously.
Blueberries, blueberries, the lady of the woods.
Oh, looks like some light reading.
Now we have freedom to spend the coins. The thing is we don't have a coin spender, so they're just going to sit here other than these shields. We're not going to do the shields, really.
It's a pity I can never finish.
Would have to do, like, Bincy plus this for value. Bincy plus Treasure Huntress. Which is not thrilling, value-wise. And what we're trying to do here is just identify if it's Golden Necker or not. If it is Golden Necker, it's worth doing Bincy Huntress if it gets us the round. Because of the power, okay, he's going to do the She Who Knows thing instead. Now he can Veil She Who Knows if we poison her. But then she can't get Resilience, so we'd have to play another base power card. These are all pretty far off being big enough. So it gives us a nice option there then.
Think you can keep up with the Novigrad lass?
Hey, you are what you eat.
It's a Bloody Mistress. Okay. This is what, 2 points a turn there, just on pass. I think we've got to give it up here. Got a She Who Knows working for him then. I was wondering if we could get away with doing a poison, but since we don't get value off of spending the coins, we would only get 10 points from poisoning him again, and we'd go down extra cards, so I don't think that would work. We could have Heatwave now if he's gonna try and get Sabbath and pass. That's a lot of poisons. We want a lot of poisons against him. We want either a lot of poisons or no poisons. We're gonna go with a lot here. See, we're still missing some key cards. I actually think we put... It's back. Let's use the Fistics for coins, basically. The one self-eater did what? A lot. Guess he played 2. Obviously, we don't have our Moriels to tall punish stuff anymore because he horror quacks it. But we'll see what our opponent is feeling like here. The nice thing is if there's the crones, okay. So I think we do the poison here. Force him to Carapace, maybe. The problem with this play is if he does play another high base power unit, we would still have to remove this anyway. I'm going to do it though. I don't think he has another high base power unit. His Ratcatcher isn't that great, and he doesn't really want to give her resilience. Should be a Carapace here, right? Okay, now it can't resilience itself, which is nice. Problem for us is obviously our value is pretty low here. We do have the coin swing on Sea Jackal, so we've got some potential there.
Then pigs fly, eh?
She's just going to be, he has way too many points on board. Going to need something here like Bincy. Let's waste coins. We go Sea Jackal first.
I only loot corpses, except sometimes they're quite fresh.
I want this out so we can spend coins in case we have to heatwave a apprentice, which we probably do.
No, I don't.
We probably have to play the Bincy. We're just going to do that right now.
This wealth gap's getting ridiculous.
He only has 4 damage on Wispus. And only has 6. It's a lot of points though, like, I think we're just gonna get out-tempoed and lose here.
The good old smell of seagull shit.
We're just gonna lose 2-0 here. We're missing our cards that would give us a shot. So no matter what, we have to heatwave the Witch Apprentice. When we do that doesn't matter. So we just need coins, and we just don't have enough coins here. I want this to spread our points out, not that it will matter much. One coin at the end of the turn. Need to play these.
Dangerous. Of course it'll be fucking dangerous.
Read the horde value on the Sea Jackal here. What's his last card? Hopefully it's just some random bronze. Okay.
You're one sexy witch and I'm here to please.
Okay then. Let's think. This always hits this. Is there a reason to wait? Not really. This only gives us 4 coins. This always hits this. And then the question is, can we get enough value otherwise? This will give us a return of 1 coin, and then 1 point of Bincy, 1 coin. So it's a 1-for-1 return, so we don't really want to do that. This is 2 for 3. Nothing here is horde. just get outvalued there? Close. If we could have poisoned, maybe we do it there. Mr. At the party here, some druids. I've been making a druid sale, trying to work on a druid deck myself lately. See what this guy's cooking. Not that bad, actually. Poisons do really well into druids, unless they're playing Gremist. So we kind of want to look for poisons here to answer round 1 a bit. I don't have these premiumed, that's weird. Or this. Huh. Anyway. Those are better later. We thin our deck a lot, so probably find them again. Passiflora with blind eyes. We'd like engine blind eyes. Nice, the poison. So that's kind of what we're looking for this round. It's not going to be druid. It's going to be just a mid-rangey type deck. Fair enough, I guess. Fair enough. I think we push in with Passiflora. Like push back against him here, try and get some pressure around control type of stuff. So you should want to go Priest here, which is a turn for us to develop engines. Well, he's developing his own. Okay, he's just gonna remove that. Not surprising. How do we get the 7 coins now? Because we were relying on those coins there. With a double poison ourselves, I guess. I don't love doing that. But we really need that Flinder crew counter. I think we will just double poison ourselves.
Pleasure doing business.
So we do need tall removal. We have more eels and Heat Wave.
Nose, mouth, any hole.
Really wanted those coins from the Passiflora because we didn't really have any other way to get them. He's got a good setup here.
Knees are drowning in shite, but me head's in the clouds.
We can spend with the Sea Jackal. I just want to know if we're going to want the more eels here first. Because against a Draco Turtle Sigvault deck, obviously want to Heatwave the Sigvault, but they often run Defender. And getting through Defender and then Sigvault could be an issue. But it's probably a Draco Turtle. There's the Care Troll Day. We do have the option of doing the Moriels. The thing is, we do Moriels. It's in the Care Troll Day order into the Dwimveandra.
Love to hear him beg for mercy. Not that it helps.
I still think we go for it. Because we want to force him to do stuff here. I don't want to deal with the Sigvault round later. I don't want to deal with Draco Turtle plus Care Troll Day round 2. Just want him to use it here. Then we can still bleed a card with Jackal. This is just really bad if he's holding Dwimveandra. That's about it. Everything else is okay for us. Not even a good Spores. Get the Mardrome out of him too. I think we take this pass then. So we're not catching up without Heat Waving him, and we need the Heat Wave for the Sigvault anyway. We just hope there's no Defender in his deck. Sigvault or the Draco Turtle. Poisons work on Turtle too, but not Sigvault because he can purify himself. Maybe if you have 3 poisons they work, but that's kind of asking quite a bit there. Do need Jackal to it's called spend points, and we want to find a second poison here. It's not too bad, but it doesn't give... I guess we can pull Verdanian back, so it gives us tempo enough. Okay, so he's just going to be playing the mid-rangey deck. That's fine. If he has Defender into Sigvald, At least there's no leader to combo with it anymore. Can get through Defender with Gudrun, although just it's not a great use of her. What do we want? We want another poison. We only have one though. I do want it. We have candles, we don't need the Sea Jackal, we just want to find the other poison. Okay, we did not. I think this is a pretty safe turn to play Candle. He's just gonna blob a giant Sigvald or something with Defender, then we have an issue. But outside of that, I think we can handle most of his stuff. He could infuse with these now. Could play crew and just do a bunch of coins. Candles. But when a crew, then go into this pretty much immediately.
Hey ho, Popo.
I think I want to try and keep this alive. There he is. So we heat wave that, and we should be in a pretty good spot. Because we can do poisons on Draco Turtle, and that can't be revived. Yeah, we poison Draco Turtle. And we just wait till the end of the round to do it, because he might have a Purify. We just wait till the end of the round for that. Do this, into this, into this, into this. We just set up the coin generation now. I don't think we get destroyed by Small Blood, but these decks don't play Small Blood.
Lost.
Never mind, he's playing Small Blood. Well, I guess we are going to eat one for that. We can just flip them with Gudrun, though. So that's what we will do. We have to infuse these and flip them before he hits us with the Small Blood turn. See what this gives us. Look for some of the coins. Okay, so we can't hit us with a Small Blood one shot here. Which gives us time to infuse it with Gudrun. And maybe kill it. There it is. Well, the important thing here is we keep our people alive. So we kill the Small Blood. We're going to get some coins here. I think we go with this. Dracotar loses his armor, that's fine. We'll infuse the turtle here. Actually, we'll go for the poisons on it no matter what, so we will not infuse the turtle. That'd be silly. This is Horde 2, we have a whole bunch of infusions. At least watch everything die. Goodbye. GG. Yeah, we just had to play around the Small Blood there, because if we can deny him killing the Flinders crew, we just get basically infinite value. Well guys, there's some Forgotten Treasures for you with Hidden Cache. I really like Forgotten Treasures, and for some reason, I always think it's not very good, and then whenever I play it, we have a very good success rate with it, which I don't know if I just try a lot harder when we use this deck for some reason, but I always find this deck actually just works out pretty darn well. Now, obviously there's some issues with it, right? You're very vulnerable to round 2 push, where you don't have your Flinders crew ready, you need to find your scenarios, you can have the wrong units in hand for the other scenario, but usually you can play around with that. And obviously it's Syndicate, so you have a lot of carryover via coins, via Novigrad, via Candle. The main weakness is just if you can't remove stuff, which is why we go with the Moriel's Heatwave of double tall punishers or double hard removals. I've played without Moriel's, and it's much better with Moriel's in my opinion, so that's nice. But as far as the rest, like, you get so much value from this thing. It's kind of crazy. It is kind of crazy, right? Just the chapter 2 with crew out, or chapter 1 with crew out, you're getting, was it 7 coins a turn? That's really hard to deal with. It's like 2 Evelyn Gallows. When you play against Evelyn Gallo, you know how that feels. So that's really good. Even if they're killing a couple of your Flinders crews, they usually can't kill all of them. And it does make 4. 4 is a lot to deal with, so you want to make sure you can get those 4 out. And it's still just a lot of value. But yeah, that is the deck, guys. As far as changes, there are a couple things, like if you want to slot in more removal, you could do that. If you want to slot in different coin spender, like Coerced Blacksmith maybe, something like that can work. And that's alright. The other thing you can do is if you want to, you can cut something like Moriel's for more engine type things. Sol works pretty well in this deck. Like you run Sol. So he has a Tide Cloak. You do have the Horde, so you get those 3 points to turn on him. You can run Sol instead, and then bump up Sea Jackal to like Coerced Blacksmith for different spender. Or if you think you have enough spending with candles, people aren't removing your candle, you can go instead of Sea Jackal, you can go in with another poison and play a what's the thing called? The poison guy, the dogs. Mutated Hounds aren't too bad now. You can go another poison, you can go that route. That also works out pretty decently. Or even just throw in like a Payday. It's up to you. But yeah, that is the deck, guys. Not too many things to make notes about it. This is the version I really like playing. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I enjoyed this deck. It's a fun one. It can be hard to play, but it's very satisfying when it works out. Those Gudrun's just blasting everything. The only sad thing is everyone starts quitting as soon as Gudrun starts killing stuff, and then the game's over and you don't see her blasting everything. But sometimes you get those epic games where you infuse all their units, but then they're playing like huge engine swarms too, and then everything's just getting machine gunned over and over. It's really fun. But anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.